What's up, world? It's your boy HOPP.
And it's your boy Antonio Ramsey.
And welcome to
the SocialCypher.
Look, the SocialCypher is a platform like none other.
We got some of the hottest hip-hop and R&B artists coming together for one amazing cipher.
So, without further ado,
welcome to the SocialCypher.
1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the SocialCypher.
Welcome, baby.
Welcome to the SocialCypher.
We was about to go, hey, that we go, oh, I can't live without that horn, man.
Come on, man.
I heard y'all on that. Y'all ready. I tell y'all ready.
They ready for the cypher.
Y'all ready for the cypher.
Something like that.
Well, ladies, welcome to the SocialCypher, the couch.
Thank you for having me.
Make yourself at home, please.
Make yourself at home.
Let's get into this right quick.
So we're going to start to my left. I'm going to introduce the hip-hop side of things today.
Now.
And we got the Queen Milaniaa Monroe to my left.
And on this side, the lovely songstress and vocalist, all right? Right here, Miss Maya Siobhan, and then Angelica Niko right here to my right.
Yeah, welcome, ladies, welcome.
How we do it?
Y'all doing
We get right into it, start asking some great questions, don't hold back, whatever's on your heart, expose it. Let's get down to it.
So first tell people where you're from, let them know where you're from.
Okay, so I'm black, but I'm mixed.
She said she's mixed, y'all.
With South Central and Compton.
Let
it be known.
So you ready to thumble up here? You ready to?
It's necessary, but I like to keep my clothes intact. So with that being said, yeah, he introduced me right, the hip hop side. I'm a songwriter, rapper. I can write for you if you sing, but your girl ain't got no vocals.
Come on now.
She can get the pen.
But I got that pen for you.
Pen word.
Hey, she
Don't
already
run
said.
from it.
Don't worry, y'all.
I got it.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss Maya.
Okay, well, I am originally from Washington, D.C.
Hey,
Come on now.
East Coast girl.
Hey.
I'm a singer, songwriter, vocalist. I arrange music, anything from R&B to jazz to soul, funk. That's me.
I heard that.
That's my word, funk. I like that. Oh, I like that.
It's a good funk.
Hey, I like that.
You tapped into Antonio's thing right there.
I like that, girl.
Miss Angelica, please.
My name is Angelica Nicole.
Yes.
I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm from Burbank, California.
Hey, Burbank, Cali in the building.
And fun fact, I also have a degree in archaeology.
No way.
That's dope.
Wow, really quick. Let's
because I was like, hold on now.
right
Yeah, hold on now.
Please
Wait a
give
minute.
us a little bit of backstory, like what sparked you to get that degree, and what was the intention behind that?
I mean, I always thought that, fossils and stuff were fun. Like Egypt and all that stuff. I always thought it was really interesting to find out where we come from and like where our roots are. And, being part black and nobody really knowing that, I thought it was, fun to dive into that section of my roots and look into that. Yeah.
Well, you smart and you my sister.
You my sister.
Oh, like the bones. All right. Look, I'm gonna sound ignorant now, okay? I'm just saying.
So I want to know something. What's something right now that maybe your fans may not know about you? Tell us and everybody else something they may not know about you already.
I'm shy.
What?
Yeah.
Shy?
I am, but
that's
you know
surprising
what?
to me.
I know, because I know how to turn it off. When I have to perform and when I have to be in front of people, I know how to turn that off. So they probably think like, everybody's always like, oh, I seen you somewhere and you're moving so fast. I have people like driving by and I'm like, oh, hi. And they think probably that I'm really in a rush. I'm like, really, I just don't be wanting to stop and talk. I'm not even in a rush, I'm just nervous. Even in my studio sessions, like I don't like I'm not inviting a million people.
No.
Are we working together on the song? Then that's why you're there.
You have to be relevant to the project.
That's what you're saying. Does it take away from your creativity when people in the room?
Yeah, because they pull on you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you're just like sitting over there or something, like you're pulling on me.
See, I'm opposite. I like to have the right people in the room. People that's gonna, add to what I'm doing, or people that I trust to give me.
But it's a lot of studio roaches. Like people like to just be in there.
Studio roaches.
I call them social
vampires. Studio roaches. All right. The studio roaches. What do you mean when you say studio roaches?
It's like those people that just they just up in there smoking, drinking. Like I don't smoke or drink when I go record. Just me personally, I gotta be like.
You want to be
completely. All right. So you got the people that just want to come in there and it's like, don't put my music on your Instagram story. It's not out yet.
Okay.
Stay away from the Instagram. I'm sorry, the studio roaches. All right, no studio roaches.
They just there. Why?
So, Maya.
You didn't need that.
I didn't need that. See, Miss Maya, please. I know we're getting to know each other. Give us a little bit more about you and your backstory.
Well, like I said, I'm originally from the East Coast. I've toured about 7 countries now.
Oh wow!
Singing jazz and soul. So, I mean, I write music, I vocal arrange, and I also teach.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I have a few students that I work with. I work with actors who want to learn how to sing.
Wow.
Because you're in LA, so everyone wants to do what.
Exactly. How's balancing that?
You know what? I start small. I feel like once you master something, you got to start in like a nucleus first, and then you can branch off. So because I have so many friends in acting, and they enjoy what I do musically, they're like, hey, could you help me get ready for a role specifically?
Okay.
And then I'm very strategic when I do that, but I'm actually learning at the same time. So
that's what it's all about.
I think once you get somewhere, you have to turn around and teach.
How do you feel about the culture where hip hop is? I feel like everybody's just doing music now. There isn't any upbringing of artists. No one's bringing them up and teaching them the ropes. I came up in an era where artist development was a part of the label deal and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, what are your views on that, if you have any?
Yeah, no, I think it's really important. I think that a lot of people, the reason why they don't last long in the music industry is because they don't have that. Because all they're doing is recording in their room, putting it out on SoundCloud, it goes viral and it's popular for a month, and then it goes away, you never hear from them again.
Wow.
And I think that's part of the reason, like all the classics, Prince, all these people that we had, they put work into their art and they actually meant it, and that's why they're classics.
And I also think that's why where people get misconstrued of where your integrity comes in. Like there's a lot of people in the industry that don't have integrity, I believe, because of the development of not being held to a standard or accountability for your artistry.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Just gotta do what you do.
Wow. For the likes.
All right, look, let me tell you about this all-woman cast today.
Let me tell you something, man. All women. It feels good when we be surrounded by a lot of queens, man. It feels good to be surrounded by a lot of queens on this podcast. We appreciate y'all rocking with us.
That's right. She got hints the shirt.
Gotcha.
That was intentional.
How do you as women feel about the whole Summer Walker issue? So you know how she's very introverted and people are trying to come at her because she says one thing but then they try to perceive her as one way. As women, when people come at other women like that, when you see a fellow queen, you know, she's saying that she's, you know, introverted and she's not that person. That's why she's taking time to herself. Does that affect you guys? You guys feel any type of way as women in the industry? Does that kind of like...
Her journey and my journey are not the same thing. So she has to walk in her own shoes every day, and I have to walk in my own shoes. Whatever makes her feel comfortable, like that's what you need to do. There's a lot of artists though that will put the anxiety aside and be like, I still gotta carry on and put on a show, because at some point you do put yourself in a position to be in front of people, and if you know that that's what you're going to do, then you have to deliver to those people. So sometimes like today I didn't feel good, I still had to come. You know, but I mean it's a business. Like when you're like a doctor, what if your doctor like got to do brain surgery on you and he like, you know what, today I got anxiety, you better get it together. Like that's just how it is. But as far as how she feels, that's, you know, whatever her journey is, that's what her journey is, but some people do put it aside.
Angelica, what
I was going to say, at the same time, you have to understand what her goal is, because her goal may not be the same goal as mine. Her goal may not be to be, you know, famous and known around the world. Maybe she genuinely just wants to put out music, and, you know, if she doesn't want to put herself in the spotlight and she wants to take time to herself, that should be on her, and it shouldn't be for us to judge.
So
she got an opinion.
You got one?
I do, of course. Let me say this. I'm going to say it like kind of twofold. First things first. Like, know what you're getting into. Everything that you think doesn't need to be said. I say this like it's a mantra. Like everything I'm thinking doesn't need to be verbalized out my mouth. Right? So if I'm embarking on an industry, I'm not at the like local whatever spot. This is an industry. This is a whole huge thing that has been here before you. So there's a certain requirement that you put you throw your hat in the ring. You can't throw your hat in the ring with a string on it and then say, "Ooh, no, yes, no." So you have to be able to know what it entails, and everything that you're thinking. That's why you have PR people. That's why you have people to help you. Not say those things. You see what I'm saying? And if you want to go away, Prince went away a lot. A lot of artists went away a lot. There's a way that you do it. So I think that. Like when Lauryn Hill went away, she did the Miseducation first. For sure. She dropped the classic Forever and then took time to herself. You get what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
So in that same vein of like taking time away from your artistry or stepping back and all that stuff, we know music isn't forever. We don't.
Definitely.
So my question to you like is this: what happens for you guys personally? What do you see yourself doing after it stops? Like when the music is pulled away, or you get too old, or what is
you gonna do?
End goal for you? Now we know
That's
you're gonna be picking
that's
up the
what
ball.
I-
We already know. That's why she got that degree on y'all. Yeah.
Boom. The writing side of scripts as well.
Wow.
So that's really I'm going to get into the film industry.
Does being a music artist help with writing scripts?
I've done all of them at the same time, always. Like, from what I can remember, I always had like a book with stories, poems, raps. Like, it was always something I really liked. So that's why I kind of like did well in like my English classes. That was my thing. But yeah, script writing is definitely another passion of mine. So breaking into the film industry.
Definitely.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to say this, like in my journey, I've been able to be around people in the industry 30, 40 years. Okay. They've been in it. So I see what that looks like already, and I'm blessed to be able to see that. So, like I said earlier, you teach, right? Yeah. And for me, I'm a world traveler. So there's other countries that have no idea what that is. So my mind tells me, okay, I want to take what I've learned and those I've learned with and take it there to just different parts of the world that haven't experienced that, and to me that's forever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a time where you sit. I feel like music doesn't die because I was born into this. I came into this world with this gift. Right. So guess what? When I leave, it's gonna be with me. So I feel like you go and you teach and you just sit back and kind of survey the area.
So I know we've been having a good time, but I want to ask this question only because we are in this climate and we do have some queens sitting on this couch, and they may help some other queens out there. In the era of the Me Too movement, have any of you three come into contact with anything of the nature, or have you guys seen maybe a fellow female musician go through those things? Just so we can understand, have you guys been through it and kind of understand your journey a little more as women in this game?
Because
go ahead.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, because I want people to know that here on SocialCypher we support artists, women artists, all colors, all everything. So we want to show that we support that. So we definitely want to get your feedback
opinion,
on that,
so everybody else can kind of hear.
So are you asking this question like in regards to having these issues with other people in the industry, or just in general? Just
in general, have you experienced yourself anything of male chauvinistic, like anything of that nature?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's whether or not you're a woman in the music industry, just a woman, period. And you don't even have to be a woman, you could be a little girl. And that's the problem. You know what I mean? I don't feel like we're valued the way that we need to be. And as far as we've so-called come socially, it's still not very far. We're still fighting for ourselves and our rights all the time. And with that being said, I've had my own experiences, which I don't like to talk about very much, but I'm able to talk to other young girls about it because it's something that happens so often and it's so common. And a lot of the stuff, especially in black families, I'm gonna talk about that because that's all I am. So it gets swept under the rug. It's like, get over it, suck it up, put your chest out and then keep on going. And that's a problem. And then that's when mental health becomes a topic, because we have all of this stuff that we're conditioned to just keep inside.
Built up.
It's built up. It's like, why can't we talk about it? You know what I mean? Like, no, we need to talk about it. But
you gotta get it out.
Right. As far as the industry is concerned, I'm from the wish a nigga was. Don't try me. Don't try me. I'm not the one. Don't try me. I'm gonna say something real quick.
Don't try.
But I know that we go through it, and it's definitely something that needs to be talked about all the time, because there's too many girls, women, everything that's holding on, harboring all of this bad energy from these circumstances, and we're not allowed to talk about it.
Definitely.
I definitely, like, just sticking to the music industry, unfortunately I've come across a lot of big producers who have blatantly told me that they'll work with me as long as I sleep with them. And so I'm not working with them. And that's just like, you can't work in that environment. And that's just in the music industry, and that's been story after story after story. It's not like a one-time thing.
Definitely.
I think this, like, I haven't had that done to me, but I will say this: it's how you present yourself, and it's the why, right? Like, when you're around certain people in the industry, you have to understand again what you're doing, right? So if you know that you come in the right intention, then that comes back to you. So I'm very cognizant of what's around me. You have to be. And you have to understand, why am I in this session? When I walk into a room, and we all can attest that we walk into the room, we're the only female, right? However, there's a way that you walk in the room. Everyone's different, but I will say this, in my almost 20 years of this thing, I have had people say, not her. Just in their energy. Like, I know she's coming here to do what she has to do because of the way that she walked in the room. And I'm gonna say this one thing, it's how I was referenced. If I'm referenced by a person here, they won't even, that conversation is never said. Now it's how I conduct myself in that session, and then after the session. Absolutely. You have to know when to go, and know where to go, and know when to leave. If you're sticking around, I'm just saying.
Right, it's like, handle your business and get on. The studio is not safe. You know?
I don't really think, I think a lot, like, sometimes saying, like, it's how you present yourself, that's sort of like putting that pressure on me. That's not my fault because he's a pig. You know, to say, like, that I need to come in with the right intentions, like, I'm not coming in there thinking, I'm going to sleep with this man. Like, I'm coming in there thinking I'm going to do music, and when he gets, you know, offside with me, then I leave, because I'm not going to deal with that. But I didn't put myself in that position for him to talk to me like that. It's not my fault he said that to me.
Right, and I don't think that's what she meant. I think she was just saying, just in general, because there is a way. I've been in studios, and I'm like, I mean, it's not about what you wear. But me personally, I'm gonna go to the studio, I'm gonna have on sweats, I'm gonna, you know, whatever. You imagine whatever you imagine is under here. But I'm not gonna reveal it to you, because I'm here to handle business. I'm not here to seduce you. Now, if you get seduced with this sweatsuit on, that's all you get.
Then I'm gonna go in and grab this cup on that note. If you guys didn't know, I'm sipping on some black on tequila. Anybody else drink tequila?
I'm not. Just a tea party.
It's a tea party.
Well, y'all know I don't mind drinking. You know I don't mind. So shout out to Grand Lady. Alright?
How you say it?
Alright, I think you said it right. Grand Lady. There we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something that's fun. Because I think my drink don't kick in. I finally be drinking a little bit. We got something that we call rapid fire. Rapid fire is very simple. Let them know what they gotta do for us.
So all you gotta do is answer the first thing that comes to your mind. We're gonna toss a couple of questions or sayings at you. Whatever pops to your mind first, answer it. All right.
That's it.
All right.
Chicken or beef?
Chicken.
Okay.
Whiskey or vodka?
Whiskey.
Michelle or Barack?
Hey!
See, you would think that. You would think that.
He's so beautiful.
High tops or low tops?
High.
MTV or BET?
BET.
Come on.
Michael or Prince?
Oh, Prince. I got the tattoo.
Come on.
What? Oh, wow. Wait,
come on.
We didn't see that. She got the Prince tattoo. She got the Prince tattoo.
I'm gonna throw this one around to everybody.
Michael
or Prince?
Prince?
Michael Prince.
It's hard.
It's close.
Oh, you wait
till I have
Michael.
But it's like Michael got my heart.
Okay.
But then Prince got my heart too. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like both. It's like I can't have one without the other.
So I want to say thank y'all.
Thank you.
Today we appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
When I tell y'all this episode was one of my favorites.
Let me say something. Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, MILANIAAMONROE, or just hashtag Queen of the Ink Pen. You'll find me.
Queen of the Ink Pen on that.
I love it.
What's mine?
Social media, Songbird, SONGHBYRD. And Maya Siobhan on Facebook.
Okay.
Social media, you can find me at I am Miss Angelica, IAMMSANGELICA, and on every music platform, Angelica Nicole.
Now I just want y'all to know I follow all three of y'all. Y'all got 24 hours to follow me back. Right. All right, I will unfollow y'all. All right, I will unfollow each other. I will unfollow y'all. All right, I will unfollow y'all.
Well, ladies, you are welcome to the SocialCypher anytime. You guys are family. My name is HOPP.
And my name is Antonio Ramsey.
And together, everybody, we are
the SocialCypher.
Wait a minute, gotta get them. Hold on.
Wait on, you gotta get down. Hey, come on. I'm over here with it. Hey, I'm over here with it.
What's up, world? It's your boy Hop.
And this is your boy Antonio Ramsey.
And this is the favorite part of the show,
the Cypher.
Hey, my man, who do we got up today?
On the R&B side of things, we got my girl Maya, Siobhan, and Angelica, Niko.
And on the hip-hop side, we got the queen,
Milaniaa,
Monroe. So without further ado,
let's get into the Cypher.
Hey.
I keep the chest pressed like the gas on a 110. Midnight speeding, I can't sleep in. Always grinding, never hiding. So if you're beefing season, then you know where to find me. Center stage with gorillas all behind me. I'm the queen of the jungle. These other rappers ain't lying, they be lying. They are roaches, taking anything from any label approaching. They can't rap for real without a little coach. Flow raw, filet mignon. Turn it sideways, me mug on. I'm about to rob all these rappers without a ski mask on. And I turn anywhere they go into a marked out zone. Queen.
What if I slow it down so you can take in what I'm saying? Let me spell it out for you and I. We ain't vibing no more. It ain't me to wait for who you're supposed to be. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. It's like our history stays on repeat, yeah. Either you're in or out, all in or out. Say la vie.
We want to thank each and every one of you for rocking with us today.
Don't forget to follow us at the SocialCypher. I'm your boy Hop.
And I'm your boy Antonio Ramsey.
And we are
the SocialCypher. Hey.